Okay, Google. Turn computer off. Turn computer on.
Turning on computer.
Hello world, Mark again with SysManGeekSquad. Unless you live under a rock, you are slightly aware of the consumer-grade trend machine, which is automation in computing. Some household names are Google Home, Amazon Alexa, Philips Hue, and Nest with their smart home appliances. There's Arduino, Raspberry Pi, the list goes on. Some automation options are not, however, made conveniently for consumers, and today that is what I want to talk about. Using Event Ghost, If This Then That, Tasker for Android, Join for Android, Auto Remote for Android, and Google Assistant, it opens up options for automation within the Windows operating system. With that, let's begin. First, you will want to download and install Event Ghost. Along with Event Ghost, you will need the Auto Remote plugin. The Auto Remote plugin helps with the communication magic between the Android device and the Event Ghost software. You will need to create a directory labeled Auto Remote inside of the Event Ghost plugins folder. Then I cut and paste the plugin into the folder. There is otherwise a lot of downloading and installing happening, but it's pretty standard installs from the Microsoft Store and the Google Play Store. I will go into further detail after the install is complete. The configuration process won't be that difficult. Post-install configurations. Now that we have Event Ghost installed, it is time to add the Auto Remote plugin to our Event Ghost project file. Doing this entails using the Auto Remote Android app that we just installed in the sped up sequence. As you see here, the device URL we require is on the home page of the Auto Remote Android app. When you open the app for the first time, you are asked to name the Android device. This is required too. With the Join app from Microsoft Store, you will want to go to the settings, type in the Event Ghost port number, and copy and paste the script for execution in command prompt. This enables what is called localhost loopback with Universal Windows Platform. The first time you open the Android Join app, you will have to give it permissions. Once you get through the permissions, it will register your device with Join. It doesn't show my PC registered here, however when you open it on Windows, it will appear there too. Okay, time for the fun part. Your first Google Assistant task. While logged into your Google account on If This Then That, you will go to New App. At the current screen, you will want to click this. For the service selection, type in a search for Google Assistant. Select Say a Simple Phrase. Now type in how you want to command Google Assistant to turn off your computer. Just a heads up, some Google Assistant keywords are reserved by Google Assistant, such as the first word play. That would be used by other apps such as Google Play Music or other music apps on Android. Yes, you can make Google Assistant return with funny replies. Here I kept things basic. For the that part of the sequence, we will use webhooks. With this URL field here, we will want to go to the Join API options from the Join Localhost web GUI. You will want to show your API key for your device. This will make your API URL visible for adding to the webhook. Normally you wouldn't want to share this with others, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'll reset the codes before uploading the video. Try and keep the text inputs memorable, as these will aid you in the automation process. These are what will pop up in Event Ghost and or signal Tasker via Auto Remote and Join. As you can see, I copied the API code into the webhook URL box that is coming from the marked PC device. I changed the API method to post. Click the Create Action button, then click Finish to finalize. Back in the Join Localhost web GUI, execute the Event Ghost task with the API text input you just created. This will fire the signal into Event Ghost, so you can drag the signal from the Event Ghost log into the macro for putting the computer into sleep mode. Congrats! You just made your first Google Assistant task. Time for the PC on task creation. This will use Wake-on-Lan. There is an app for Android that works natively with Tasker. Here I install it. When you first open it, you'll have to swipe down to refresh your network inventory and find the PC laptop you want to wake. Please note that some Wi-Fi cards won't support Wake-on-Lan. For the creation of the second task, there are a few changes, but for the most part it's similar. Just make sure in the Join Local Web GUI, you select the Android smartphone API device this time. Change the API text field that will signal into a if this then that's webhook and Tasker. Again, set the method to post. Inside of the Android Tasker app, in the profile section, hit the plus button, select event, go to plugin and select join. Inside of configuration, select text. For the text filter, type in what you use for your join API URL with IFTTT. For variable names, type in PC power. Hit back on your phone to the Tasker main menu, and it will prompt you for a new task. This is where you connect it to the Wake-on-Lan plugin. Again, hit the plus button, select plugin, and Wake-on-Lan. Go to configuration and select the computer of choice. Congrats, you just made your second Google Assistant task. And that's basically it. You unlocked a lot of options with your computer and Google Assistant. Here are some more examples.
Okay, Google. Open Photoshop.
You got it, whiz boy.
Start playing my favorite Deadmau5 song.
Okay.
I want to see my school emails.
Opening school email.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below and I'll try my best to answer. Happy automating and geek out!